How to create a colourful design like this using brush strokes in Affinity Photo. Please check out my earlier video on how to create this brushstroke using a gradient. Once you've got this, you can then apply it. Go to the Brushes panel, View Menu, Studio and Brushes, and double click, and make certain the size jitter in the dynamics is set to 100%. 100% for the size jitter, and also set the scatter X and scatter Y. And you can see your design there, the general result. Obviously it's not going to match exactly. And close. And I'm just going to apply it using the paintbrush tool in the tools panel. So click there, and I'm just going to go for fairly small, fairly big, just a variety. And you can apply it a couple of times, up and down, cross, maybe in a circular design, whole range of different possible designs. Now, once you've done that, what you can do, you can go to the Brushes panel, and that's View Menu, Studio and Brushes, right side, and New Brush from Selection. That's useful if you just want to use it just once. However, if you want to save it and use it as, say, the image brush, go to File and Export. I was going to go for Save, that's not so much use. Export, File and Export. PNG format. Go for area, selection only. I just want that selection. That's all it is a selection. And export. And just use test.png. You can use it any name. Obviously you might have thousands of these files just saved away. And click save. So once you've done that, just go over here and select the move tool and delete the design. With the paintbrush tool selected, go to the Brushes panel, View Menu, Studio and Brushes, right side menu, and there's an option here, New Image Brush. Now I'm not going to use this new brush, it's not available, there's nothing to use. So New Image Brush. Now I can bring in that test.png. And this means of course you can use it later. Maybe 5 or 6 years later you might think I can reuse that. Obviously probably a good name would be better than test.png. Click open. And now you can see it here in the brushes. Double click to edit it. And you can see now you've got this design. And that's, if you apply it now, that's what you'll get. But you can change the size jitter again, up to you. You can also go for general and increase it. So you can see all types of different designs you can create from the same brush. Also dynamics, again, go for scatter, scatter Y, just increase them. So you can vary these settings. And also you can change the spacing if you want. If you want very, very dense design, click close and now apply it. And you can see as you do that, spread it across. However, you might also think, you know what, I want the rotation. I didn't add rotation by accident. So double click and dynamics. Go down here, rotation jitter. So you can make it all rotate as well. Click close. Again, apply it like that. And you can build up very rapidly a design. With the layer selected, go to Filters and Distort and Deform. Just drag that over here, and now what you've got Rigid and Similarity. I like Similarity, must admit I find that the easiest to use, and click to add some handles. And I'm just going to add them in different locations across this document. And then you can distort it, simply just drag. And as you do that, you can see you can create all kinds of different warped designs. And again, drag that out like that. You can always add additional handles. You don't have to just have the ones you've added first. And you can move that over there and continue to distort and warp. Now the thing is to avoid is make certain you don't end up with any of these dragged in. And once you're happy with the design, I'm quite happy with that, click apply. You can always go to Filters and Repeat Deform. Just repeat it a number of times. If the result isn't great, always undo. However, I'm going to use a selection. So select and tonal range and select midtones. And you can see your selection there. Edit and copy. Of course you can use shortcuts. I'm just using the commands, but you can use shortcuts. Makes it much quicker. And edit and paste. So now you've got that as a layer. I'm just going to go here and select and deselect. I don't want the selection anymore. go to this layer, the top layer, and then go down here, Effects. Click there, and then go to Bevel and Emboss. Now I'm going to go with Pillow, and I'm going to change that radius setting just a little bit. However, what I want, the key thing is direction. Just go to the edge, and you can see what happens. Generates this sort of shadowy effect, a very sort of great depth effect. You can tweak, of course, the profiles and much, much more. You can also go to 3D, just go there and click there as well. Go to the radius, just increase that a bit to give even more depth to it. Click close, and there's the end result. However, you can, of course, tweak it, you can resize it, but you can also go to Layers panel. It's a layer, you can go to blending modes. So with the blending modes, go through darken, multiply. I think multiply looks great with that effect. Also, you can go down here, color, color burn, or linear burn. I think linear burn, even better. But you can run through them. As you run through them, some really great, some very unusual color designs. Overlay, soft light. I'm just going to go down to this one, difference. I mean, difference creates a very surreal sort of like highlight just around the edges of these deformed. Also go for exclusion, subtract, and so on. And divide. I love divide. Divide is one of those weird ones that creates some very interesting colour effects. And just try them out. And you can see others also there. Maybe that one. Negation. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Thank you very much.